Hello and what up though? My name is Ryan and I have the pleasure of interviewing some of the main guys for Salida Promotions Detroit Brawl, who's fighting tomorrow night, January 22nd at the Ford Community and Performing Arts Center in Dearborn, Michigan. Good evening.
Good evening.
I am sitting here with Frank Garza, a famous Hall of Famer for boxing referees. Frank recently was inducted in the National Boxing Hall of Fame. He is locally inducted in the Lincoln Park Sports Hall of Fame. And not to mention, he's in the St. John's Alumni Hall of Fame. Frank, how does it feel to be such a Hall of Famer with so many accolades?
It just feels like being a normal person.
Really?
Yes, that's you try to do the best that you can, and when you're acknowledged by your peers, it's really a good feeling. But it's just the same thing every day. Put your shoes and socks on and go to work.
How long would you say you've been doing the same thing every day regarding boxing hall?
Regarding boxing, I believe I started in 1983, right around that time.
So in order to do the same thing every day since 1983, you'd say you had to have some type of love or passion for this thing, right?
You have a love and a passion, but you know, I always say that once you become a boxing official, you stop being a boxing fan because you have to look at things differently.
Okay.
You know, we're here to do a job to make sure that everything, the rules and regulations are followed, that no one gets hurt in the ring. We protect the integrity of the sport. Which is as opposed to a fan who comes out to have a good time.
Yes, like myself. Got it. Okay, wow, very interesting and very serious. I can see why you are a Hall of Famer, since you take your job so seriously at protecting these men and women. Who come to box. So speaking of your protection, you have refereed over 120 championship bouts. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is there one that really sticks out in your mind, like that you remember like yesterday? Is there a special one for you?
You know, and I'm going to say this with all honesty.
Okay.
When it comes to officiating bouts, every bout to me is as equally important as any other bout that I did or any other bout that I'm going to do.
Okay.
And the reason that I say that is because when these boxers step into the ring, to them, that is the most important bout of their entire career, when they step into that ring for that particular bout. And for me to think or act any differently, that is not the most important bout, would be a disrespect to those boxers who worked so hard to get to where they are today. So maybe when I'm all done, I'll sit back and say, you know, I remember this bout, but as long as I'm working, I have to think in my mind that every bout is the most important bout that I'm stepping into the ring.
Ooh, spoken like a true Hall of Famer. I like that. And just full of integrity. So, you have been doing this since the 80s.
Yes.
Does it feel like yesterday? Does it feel like you've been doing it this long?
In my mind, but not in my body.
Got it. All right, I like that.
But you know what, I'll tell you something about doing this over the years, are the boxers that you see coming and going, you know. And you know, speaking about, we're here in Michigan and we're here in Detroit, and Detroit receives, and rightfully so, a lot of credit for all the boxers that have come out of the city of Detroit. But we sometimes lose sight of all the boxers that came out of Michigan.
Right, okay.
You know, I mean, you go to the other side of the state, the west side of the state, and you have Floyd Mayweather Jr., you have Floyd Mayweather Sr., you have Roger Mayweather, you have Buster Douglas Jr., Troy Rowland, Stanley Keachel, going all the way back to the 20s. Up north, we had Chris Bird, Joe Bird, Murray Sutherland, and south of us we had Bronco McCart, who's a world champ.
Okay.
So it's not only Detroit. And when I speak about boxing in this area, I like to include the whole state, because we've had some really great boxers from all around.
Got it. So do you anticipate a resurgence, or has boxing in Michigan ever gone anywhere to you?
I think we've always had boxing in Detroit, always, and regardless, we've always had one or two outstanding boxers, all the time, and I think that we always will. It's just something of the character where we come from, and it doesn't matter whether you're white, black, or Hispanic, whatever. It's just we have a culture and a personality that transcends over everybody in this area. And I think that's what keeps boxing alive, and will keep boxing alive. Now, we've had abundances of good boxers, and then we haven't. And I right now I see on the horizon we've got several good guys coming up. So it's going to be really exciting to see boxing in the next couple of years.
All right, well, I'm excited to see it too as I've delved into the community. And yeah, I look forward to seeing all the talent that will resurface in this state, in the city. And Frank, I thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to seeing you doing your thing tomorrow.
And I want to welcome you. If no one has yet, I want to welcome you to Michigan. I know that you've come up, I think, from Missouri or someplace like that.
Yeah, from St. Louis, Missouri.
And look forward. I hope that you enjoy your life here, and that you make do of all the good opportunities here, because one thing about Michigan will offer you opportunities. So good luck, and welcome to our state.
Thank you so much, and we will be in touch.
Okay.
I got to get that insight from you, so thank you.
Okay.